Welcome to Personal Development Quarter 2, Lesson 17. So we are going to talk about teenage relationship, including the acceptable and unacceptable expression of attraction. So for the objectives we have here, understand teenage relationship, including the acceptable and unacceptable expression of attraction. Also, we have to define what is relationship and enumerate acceptable, unacceptable expressions of attraction. So what is affection? So when you say affection, it is one of the human being greatest emotion. So there's a lot of passion but more are conveyed in the intimate partnership with a compatible partner. So ito daw yung ating greatest emotion. Yun yung tinatawag nating affection. So coming of age, what is a personal relationship? So kapag sinabi nating personal relationship, it is a form of relationship closely linked to a person and which can only be important to that person. Okay? So yung mga bagay or yung mga tao na importante sa'yo, yun yung mga personal relationship. And we also have here the kinds of personal relationship. Number one is we also have the privacy and intimacy. So dito, papasok the two attributes describing personal relationship and level of commitment to another person. Ito yung parang relationship natin with our loved one. Merong privacy and intimacy. Next, we also have the impersonal relationship. Pag sinabi naman natin impersonal, these are the commitment to an organization like a business, entity, or the principle or purpose. Yung mga organization natin, yung mga relationship natin with our colleagues, with our co-workers. So, ito yung mga impersonal relationship. Last, we also have the attraction. So, kapag sinabi naman nating attraction, a force that unites people that can grow into attachment, which eventually leads to commitment. So, ito yung mga attraction na nakikita natin sa isang tao na that could lead into a relationship. Okay? So, yun yung tinatawag nating attraction. So, here are some of the attraction you need to remember. So, meron tayong mga attraction na kailangan daw nating matandaan. Number one is the physical attraction based on instinct. Most of the people would claim that they are attracted to someone after a few seconds of their first encounter. Yun yung tinatawag na parang crush or dahil na-attract ka according kung ano yung nakita mo sa kanya. So, heterosexual tend to be attracted to men with traditionally masculine features. So, usually naman, yung mga ideal person, na-attract tayo kung ano yung mga ideal na gusto natin sa lalaki, sa mga babae. So, these physical properties often include higher testosterone level common among alpha males. And ang alpha males natin is display a particular personality trait including the directness, determination, and power. So, yun yung mga alpha males natin. Meron silang personality ng directness, determination, and power. So number two, we also have the physical attraction does not necessarily lead to a good relationship. Nagkakaroon tayo ng physical attraction pero hindi naman nag-e-end with a good relationship. So the first physical attraction is very poor indicator according to Dr. Margaret Hall, an expert in relationship who has a PhD in psychology about how well a relationship performed that can lead to a feeling about abandonment. Next, we also have the platonic attraction. The platonic attraction is very important daw. So you also consider how trustworthy he or she seems and how loving he or she. In addition, how physically attractive your future partner is. So according to Aaron Ben-Siev, a professor of philosophy and author of The Subtlety of Emotion, suggests that your relationship may benefit from the physical proximity. Pag sinabi natin proximity, yung kung gaano kalapit, living close to your interest in love. So believe it or not, it seems that simply living in the same city or the neighborhood makes people experience more on the platonic attraction with each other. Kasi syempre, yung platonic attraction, nagugustuhan mo yung isang tao kapag nakikita mo siya araw-araw, tapos nagkakaroon kayo ng common interest. Mas yung, pag sinabi natin proximity level, yung mas malapit siya sa'yo. Next one, the unattainable is attractive. So, kapag sinabi naman natin the unattainable is attractive, we just want something that cannot be achieved, di ba? Minsan kasi meron tayong bagay na gusto pero hindi natin makuha. So, as a way to force ourselves to strengthen our body appearance and social status, we could be producing these frustrating crushes, okay? So, gagawa tayo ng paraan para makuha natin yon. At the same time, loving yourself and being patient is the most important thing because it is impossible to genuinely love someone else without loving yourself first. Okay? Dapat daw lagi natin uunahin yung sarili, mamahalin muna natin yung sarili natin, okay? Next is, attraction describe interest, okay? Desire or affinity that emotional, romantic, sexual, physical, or aesthetic in nature. So while human want physically attractive mates, this doesn't mean we are looking for the most attractive persons possible, diba? So people weigh the attractiveness of a potential partner against the probability of succeeding with that individual. So love is sometimes characterized by intimacy. Intimacy, which is sharing of details and emotion and intimate thoughts, okay? So, kapag nagkakaroon na ng sharing of details, emotion, and intimate thoughts, eto na yung tinatawag nating pagmamahal. So, sinabi ni Sternberg that state that healthy relationship will have all three components. Para daw magkaroon tayo ng healthy relationship, dapat daw may tatlong components of love. So, number 1 daw dito is the intimacy, passion, and commitment. Okay? So, when you are in a relationship, dapat alam nyo sa sarili nyo, merong bang intimacy, passion, and commitment, which are described as a consummate love. So, other types of love involve affection, described as intimacy, but not passion or commitment. So, pag-usapan naman natin, ano ba yung mga three components of love na ito? So, infatuation, ang sabi, infatuation is love without engagement or intimacy. Ito yung parang crush, parang gusto mo lang siya, pero without engagement or intimacy. Walang commitment, walang intimacy, okay? So, empty love means engagement without passion or intimacy. Ang tawag dito ay empty love, dun sa infatuation. What about the compassionate? So, when you say compassionate love, characteristic of close friendship and family relationship is affection and loyalty. So, ibig sabihin, kapag compassionate love, merong affection, merong loyalty, but there is no passion. Wala daw namang passion. So, passion and affection describe romantic love but no engagement. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nating passion and affection, ang meron, nagdi-describe siya ng romantic love but no engagement. Then lastly, we also have the pathos. Love, it is characterized by passion and devotion but no intimacy, such as a long-term sexual love affair. Okay? Parang ang dami palang mga types of love. Tapos iisipin natin, nasaan ba yung types of love ko dito? So, understanding the acceptable and unacceptable means of expressing attraction toward the opposite sex. So, this time, allow ourselves to open our mind to see the difference between acceptable and unacceptable means of expressing attraction toward the opposite sex. So, ibig sabihin, eto, titignan natin, ano ba yung mga katanggap-tanggap at hindi katanggap-tanggap na expression ng attraction sa ating pagmamahal na binibigay sa ating karelasyon. So in this way, you will also have a chance to unlearn the bad practices that you have in showing how attracted you are to someone. Healthy pa ba yung relationship nyo? So Filipino culture is bound to believe that the decent display someone's feeling is also a must to be accepted by a society. The Republic Act RA 11313, otherwise known as the Safe Space Act, intentionally prohibits indecent and unlawful act of expression. So these are brought in the scope of RA 7877 or the Anti-Harassment Act of 1995. Okay, so meron tayong batas o law for this one. So what makes a healthy and acceptable expression of attraction? Ano daw ba yung healthy at acceptable expression ng isang attraction? So, as you are happy to see and spend time with your partner, you know that you are in a stable relationship. Tama ba? And there are many factors that lead to the growth and maintenance of a healthy, acceptable relationship Okay? So, para daw alam natin na yung ating relationship with our partner ay healthy at acceptable, dapat nalalaman or dapat nandito itong mga bagay nito. Number one is a mutual respect, of course. Respect in a partnership means that each partner trusts and respect the weaknesses of each other and will never question them. Okay? Dapat meron kayong respeto sa bawat isa. Next, trust. Trust reliance on the character, ability, strength, or truth, someone or something. Okay? So, dapat meron tayong tiwala din sa isa't isa. Number 3, we also have the honesty. So, this one goes hand in hand with the confidence because one of you is not honest, it is difficult to trust another, di ba? Kung hindi ka naman magiging honest, o di, hindi din madali, o magiging mahirap din sa'yo ang pagkatiwalaan ng iyong partner. Number 4, we also have the support, of course. It is the only in difficult times that you should be supported by your partner. Usually, when the whole world is falling apart, we thought that this is the only time we need to support from each other. Dapat nakukuha mo yung support from your partner. Na kapag nagkakamali ka, kapag nasa down moment ka, alam mo na siya ang masasandalan mo. Okay? Next one, fairness, equality for number 5. So, you need to have a give and take into your relationship. Hindi pwedeng siya lang yung nagdidemand at ikaw lang ang sunod ng sunod. Okay? Dapat nakikita natin yung equality ng bawat isa. Nagdi-decide kayo, both parties. Next is separate identities. In a stable relationship, everybody has to make a compromises. But that does not mean you should have the feeling that you are losing yourself. Okay? Hindi everyone is in differences naman talaga. So, dapat nalalaman nyo rin kung ano yung mga identities nyo, kung ano yung mga bagay na ikaw yon at siya yon. So, you have the respect from each other. Tapos, syempre, hindi pwedeng dapat baguhin ka siya, kanya, baguhin mo siya. Okay? Number 7, this one is about good communication. If you need some time to think about something before you're ready to talk about it, you will be provided some space by the right person to do that. Okay. Things na dapat acceptable. And this one, 10 things that are unacceptable in any relationship. So, tingnan natin or i-analyze natin yung sarili natin na nandito ba yung mga bagay na dapat hindi karapat-dapat sa ating relationship. So, of course, number 1 is cheating. So, if you are committed, monogamous relationship, cheating should be out of the question, di ba? It's a no-no. Kapag alam mong nag-cheat, dapat hindi mo na pinapabayaan, di ba? Putting you down, yan. Nararamdaman mo ba ito na hindi ka niya sinusuportahan? No one has the right to make you feel bad about yourself. Dapat siya mismo yung nagtataas sa'yo. Not supporting your dreams, okay? So, mararamdaman mo naman to na kapag siya lang na siya tapos yung sa'yo hindi niya sinusuportahan. So, in a relationship, you should be each other's cheerleaders lagi. And when you feel discouraged, they should tell you all the things you're doing right. Controlling, yan. So, you should have a life outside of your relationship. Away from your partner, this controlling behavior can be a warning sign of a physical abuse and should be taken seriously. Lack of communication, eto talagang napaka-importante nito. Kung sa tingin mo nawawala na kayo ng communication, you will never be able to go together if you don't discuss your wants and needs. So you both need to feel comfortable openly expressing your feelings, good and bad. Otherwise, you might begin to resent each other. So, hindi na magiging healthy. Of course, the unnecessary sacrifices. So, compromise is must in a relationship. But if you like you're giving up everything while your significant other is sacrificing nothing. Ito yung parang napanood ko saan ba yun? Yung kay Catherine at kay Daniel na parang siya lang yung nagsasacrifice pero yung isa walang ginagawa. Something's not right. This should be served as a red flag or a warning sign that there is something wrong in how your significant other treats you. Okay, number 7, of course, the unreliability. Unreliability is the quality of not being able to be trusted. Believe, unreliability, it is difficult to reconstruct exactly what happened because of the unreliability of the witness. And forgetting the memorable day, yan. Kapag nakakalimutan na nila yung mga anniversary, mansary, birthday, 'di ba? Parang ibig sabihin, you doesn't matter. Hindi ka na nagma-matter sa kanya. And number 9, the self-destruction. Self-destruction, sometimes we fall for people who are in a rough situation. Though it can be difficult, it's important to be there for your loved ones during this time and encourage them to seek help if necessary. Yung hinahayaan ka na masaktan. Not caring about friends and family, it's a big no-no. Kapag alam mong hindi na siya nakikare sa family mo, wala siyang pakialam, when you want to build a life with someone, you have to accept every part of them, including the family they care about you, okay? So, sa lalaki, girls, sa mga lalaki talaga, you should have to know your partner better, na dapat alam mo na sila ay family-oriented para alam mo, nakikita mo na ganun din yung gagawin sa'yo. Okay, so these are the activity. Okay, thank you for listening, and that's all for lesson 17.